What's up, everybody? Welcome to what is episode 2, I guess, the second chapter of our man versus machine. I always want to say mock versus machine, but that doesn't even make any sense. It's man versus machine because in this format of the mock draft, in TDN's live mock draft series, it will be myself and Zach Cohen going up against the mock draft simulator. I'll bring Zach in as I clear my throat awkwardly to start the show. Sorry, guys. We see you guys in the chat already. Appreciate you guys joining. There is Zach Cohen, our producer, behind the glass, the metaphorical glass, if you will. And Zach joined me the last time we did the man versus machine mock draft format, and it made for some great reactions, I think, from both Zach and I. Zach, how you doing, my friend?
I'm a little hurt right now. We already have people in the comments. Jake saying my money's on the machine. Thanks for the vote of confidence, my guy. All right. Jesus.
I don't know if his money can be on the machine. It's not like we're doing, well, actually, one of these times, you know what? I was about to say one of these times we should run through a full first round mock draft and then let the machine simulate and see which one fans like better. But we will get absolutely killed in the vote because people want to vote against it. So I'm not going to even give them the opportunity to do that. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go there. It's, we might be enemies for the next 30 or so minutes, but we all come back into one big boat of harmony, man and machine together.
This is true.
But not right now. And I think that brings us, let's get this puppy up and running, shall we?
All right, let's do it. So last time when Zach and I did this, we selected for the odd teams, the odd numbered teams. Tonight, we're going to switch it up. We're going to go with the even teams. So that means when we hit start, the computer's going to simulate the first pick, but we've got to make a prediction, right? Because what made this format fun last time is that Zach and I and everybody in the chat, we would guess who we thought the machine was going to pick at each selection. The Najee Harris pick with the Arizona Cardinals is the one that definitely got clipped and played over and over again. You can start the simulation because, I mean, it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence, number one, right?
Let's hope it's not Najee Harris. That would be it again. Get us again.
I don't think it's going to be Najee Harris at 1. Okay, so it was. It was Trevor Lawrence. It was Trevor Lawrence. Okay, I got to zoom in here a little bit. So New York Jets number 2. I mean, I think it's going to be Zach Wilson. I know there's plenty of people want it to be Justin Fields. I could see Justin Fields going here. I think that would make sense for them as well. But either way, I think it's got to be a quarterback. I'll say we should go Zach Wilson. Unless you have major objection, I would say Zach Wilson.
It's pretty much a toss-up right now. I think we go Wilson. So with that said, now remember, in a normal scenario, we're the evens, it's the odds. So we would predict the Dolphins pick. But we own the Dolphins pick too because we also have 18, which gives us 2 free picks as the Dolphins now and the Jets again later. So we actually get to make the selection for the Dolphins too.
It's Rob's calling us cheaters in the chat.
Oh, let it be.
So, all right,
so we'll go Wilson for the Jets.
Yes, let's go Wilson here. And then Miami. I'm very interested to hear who the chat thinks Miami should pick at number 3 because we're not going to do a trade down. We do trade downs all the time. So I'm not going to do it this time. We have so many mocks that we have run where Carolina or the 49ers or the Eagles or whoever trades up to number 3 to make this a quarterback selection. But let's have Miami stay at number 3. I'd love to hear who the chat would take if you were Miami at number 3. Zach,
that's an interesting one.
Zach, you are also Kyle Pitts. Okay. Zach, you are also a Miami Dolphins fan. So I would like to hear from you while we get some more chat responses. If you were Miami, staying at number 3, trade down's not possible. What are we doing?
It used to be like, all right, we're probably going to get a receiver for the Dolphins. I think it's got to be Penei Sewell here just because offensive tackle, the value, and it's something you've talked about too much. I talked about a lot. I won't spend too much time on it. But I think Kyle Pitts is starting to get into that consideration.
I am surprised at how many Rob saying Austin Jackson, Robert Hunt. I'm not letting Austin Jackson and Robert Hunt prevent me from picking Penei Sewell.
We've do Sewell a lot to the Dolphins. When was the last time you saw Kyle Pitts mocked at 3?
Never, because I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to do it here. We're going with Penei Sewell. You've been overruled. Wait, so do we have – all right, so we have Atlanta next as well. So you can select Penei Sewell because we don't have to make a guess. Everybody who wanted Kyle Pitts, I just pissed them all off.
Already making enemies.
Atlanta Falcons. Now this is a spot where I really like Kyle Pitts. Now, I've talked about this before many times. I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but Arthur Smith, he loves the heavy tight end usage. You saw a lot of success with Matt Ryan and how they were able to use play action and lean on the run game. Of course, having Derrick Henry helped. So he could want to do something completely different with Atlanta. It might not be the same. I think that we get sometimes too caught up with, hey, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator ran this with this team. Now he becomes a head coach. It's automatically going to be this. I'm not so sure that's going to be a thing. It's not like they're pigeonholed into doing exactly that. I think the best coaches are often the ones that are fluid with the guys that they have. All that to say, though, I don't know if they pick a quarterback. I don't know what they do. I don't know if Arthur Smith is going to, at number 4 overall, take a guy, even if it's Justin Fields. Like, even if Justin Fields is still on the board, is he going to take a draft? Is he going to draft a QB at number 4 that he hopefully doesn't have to play for 2 years? First 2 years of his coaching tenure? I don't know about that. I'm still going with Kyle Pitts here. What do you think?
It's interesting because you could get a guy who could contribute right away or a guy, like you said, that could contribute down the line. But when's the next time the Falcons could be in a position to get their quarterback of the future?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that Ryan's the issue.
That's the big, I think, battle is if you're the Falcons, you probably aren't going to be picking this high, especially with Matt Ryan as your quarterback, unless he just goes absolutely nuclear, which I don't think that he's going to do. So in that sense, you take the quarterback. I don't know if Arthur Smith's going to do it. The chat wants us to bring Justin Fields home, keep him in Atlanta. All right, we'll make the chat happy. We'll give the chat what they want. We can go. We can go with Justin Fields here. Don't say I never did anything for you, chat.
All right, there you go. So,
yeah,
right. What are the Bengals going to do? We finally get a shot at the mock draft machine, making a prediction for what they're going to do. We started off pretty hot last time. Then once we got to outside the top 10, things went downhill really, really fast.
I'm going to say Jamar Chase is my guess here. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Okay.
I mean, their number one needs a receiver. So we're going to take Fields here, appease the chat, and we'll see if we get the first pick right.
Yeah.
Bengals at 5.
Come on.
And, of course, we
no, we're not doing any trades. Get out of here.
None of them. See that big X button. And they take Jamar Chase.
All right, 1 for 1. No, we're 2 for 2.
Nice.
No, we're 2 for 2 because we got Trevor Lawrence.
Who did we pick?
We're Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
See, don't shortchange us. Don't shortchange us here. All right. Wait, why are we talking about egg drop soup in the chat?
I have no idea.
Can you scroll it? I can't scroll it. Why are we somebody catch me up? Why are we talking about egg drop?
You mentioned it, so you bring up egg drop soup for some reason. I don't know why we're talking about food. Do you guys go eat dinner? Go have food.
Look, egg drop soup is good. Hold up. People don't like it's fine.
What's going on? Are we taking a food break from the mock draft machine? Is Zach Galper and says egg drop soup is wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, sure. I guess we're a food show now.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to the mock draft machine. Egg drop soup is good, guys. Zach just didn't want to have anything to do with the egg drop soup conversation. Number 6, Philadelphia Eagles. This is our responsibility here. Wide receiver, tight end, or big. I mean, I think that I would go Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts makes a lot of sense, for what the Eagles need specifically. If Justin Fields was still here, I'd probably go Justin Fields. But I'm not going to go with Trey Lance. I think I'd take Kyle Pitts. What do you think, Zach?
Makes sense to me. I mean, they could use him in a whole bunch of ways. Not that Pitts would take Zach Ertz's job, but trading Ertz might open up a little more of a need for that threat for whoever's playing quarterback to throw to. And dare I say, Kyle Pitts is the best non-quarterback in the draft. I don't know. Maybe.
People in the chat are saying, go Jalen Waddle. And I think Jalen Waddle would also make sense for them.
Good.
But, you drafted Rager to try to be the guy that Jalen Waddle would be. And you don't want to let mistakes get in the way of picking a really, really good player. But it's not like you're taking Jalen Waddle or somebody else who's not good. It's Kyle Pitts here. This is close. And I think that for what Pitts can do for you as an inline tight end, as a slot position player, and also as a potential X receiver on certain plays, I think that's got to be the pick here. So I'm gonna go with Pitts. Yeah.
So I agree with you. The reason I'm laughing is because it looks like someone wants Pitts to Philly. Zach Wilson. The guy, his name is Zach Wilson. I wasn't supposed to see Zach Wilson.
Maybe it's Zach. Maybe it's the Zach Wilson. The Zach Wilson in chat.
Nice to have you, Zach Wilson.
You had a fantastic season, Zach. Just wanted to give you the props. All right, so who are we predicting for?
So Pitts to Philly, and then Detroit. A lot of people clamoring for Waddle here, and honestly, I think that's what's probably going to be the pick too, and it makes sense.
I think you are right. All right, so let's go Kyle Pitts and let's guess Jalen Waddle.
So Pitts to Philadelphia. He's reunited with the former quarterback coach or offensive coordinator there, Brian Johnson, who's now the quarterback coach in Philadelphia.
Wow, Nuggets. So we'll draft Nuggets.
Pitts. Love it.
Come on.
7.
Come on.
We're getting the trade.
Come on.
Declining it, and there you go.
3. Starting good. We gotta get out of the top 10 at least perfect. Like that has to be a rule for us on this show, on the man versus machine format.
A benchmark.
Carolina Panthers at 8. I mean, it's gotta be Trey Lance, right? I don't know how I could convince myself of anything else. I suppose like who's the next closest guy? Caleb Farley? Rashawn Slater, if you love him as a left tackle, but Pitts is gone, Waddle's gone, Jamar Chase is gone. Micah Parsons, I guess. But I mean, I think it's got to be Trey Lance. This one's too easy. We don't got to spend a lot of time on this one. I think it's going to be. Rob said Trask in our little private chat. Absolutely not. Trey Lance is going to 8 to the Carolina Panthers, which means now we've got a guess for Denver.
Yes,
and I would guess Caleb Farley.
Yeah. All right. Seems like chalk. All right. I think we'll move right along with this one. No need to spend more time on it. Farley seems to be a popular pick to Denver anyway.
Yep.
So Lance to Carolina.
I'm retweeting. I'm retweeting the mock, so I can't see what it is.
All right, you do that. And number 9 is Caleb Farley. We've made it out of the top 10.
Let's go, baby. We did our job here, Zach. We did our job here. We made it, chat. We made it outside the top 10. We're 4 for 4. Dallas Cowboys.
So, while you talk about this,
yes,
I'm just going to scroll up, give a quick top 10 recount, but feel free to spew about Dallas.
Sure. Dallas has a big offensive line need. I think we saw that last year with all the injuries they had. I mean, it's unfortunate, but also like guys are getting older. They would certainly like for their offensive tackles to maybe have a little bit more versatility to them, especially the backup guys, while they still have the good players now that they hope can start a couple more years. Mainly Tyron Smith is who I'm talking about. Rashawn Slater, in that sense, makes a lot of sense for them. In that sense, makes a lot of sense. Because he has some versatility. He can play guard, and I think he can play guard really well. But I also think he's be a really good tackle. Now, for the Dallas Cowboys themselves, would they draft a guy like Rashawn Slater who has physical size limitations to take over for Tyron Smith? I'm not so sure that's going to be a thing. So we'll go defense instead, and I'll go Patrick Surtain. I'm not going to get spicy with the J.C. Horn pick. I don't think J.C. Horn is better than Patrick Surtain. I did some final evals. Ben and I did over at Locked On NFL Draft. You guys haven't listened to that, you can do that over at basically wherever you get your podcast. But we went through our cornerback rankings, and I like J.C. Horn more than Ben does, but I don't like him over Patrick Surtain. Surtain is he's just so good. He knows exactly what to do in every situation. His spatial awareness is fantastic. Just how he plays the position. He's a true pro already. So I'm gonna go with Patrick Surtain.
All right, so 10 it is. And then the Giants, I know it's covered up there, but I assume you do enough mock drafts to know that the Giants are picking number 11.
Yes.
And available is Slater, if you want to go the receiver route. Devontae Smith is there. Maybe defense, Micah Parsons. Depends, but again, we're predicting this pick. So who do you think they take?
Knowing the machine, I'm going to guess Devontae Smith. Rob said Quiddy Pay. What does the chat think? Let's give the chat a second.
They got quite amount of comments. Actually, a lot of Gator fans in the chat tonight. That's nice.
That must be you. That must be you pulling in the audience.
Yeah, I guess that's my following. I'm going to take credit for the Gator fans here tonight. Sorry, Trev.
Jeremy said it's Devontae. I agree. I think it's going to be Devontae Smith.
Yeah. I know, like, all right, it's not that fun. It doesn't make for great television when I agree with you, but that's got to be the pick. I mean, it just makes too much sense. He's number 12 on the board. The Giants picking at 11, so we'll go PS2. Oh my God, that's the first time I've ever said that. Can we call him Patrick Surtain that? PS2 from now on?
Whoa.
That's awesome.
Did somebody just say that in the chat?
No, that's me. That is all me. That 100% mine.
You're a liar.
That I swear.
No, this is too good. I'm not giving you the credit here.
That's all me. This is come on. It's my one contribution to TDN.
All right. I'll think about it. We'll get through the end of the mock, and then I'll let you know what I think. All right, let's go. Surtain here, and I'm guessing Devontae Smith for the Giants.
All right, I am gonna agree with you again.
All right,
so here comes PS2 and then Giants. Here comes a trade. We're gonna decline, and they go Devontae Smith.
Baby. Rob was wrong. He said Kwity Paye. It was not. Did anybody in the chat say Kwity Paye?
Is Kwity Paye 20? No, I don't see any.
Yeah, it's because you're all smart. You're smart people.
Go.
San Francisco 49ers. Now, here is where I like Rashawn Slater. Now, I really like Rashawn Slater for the Niners because they have the immediate interior offensive line need, and then also Trent Williams, who's played really well. Obviously ain't getting any younger, and then McGlinchey was kind of shaky last year, right tackle. So I think that this is the better spot for drafting Rashawn Slater to give them that versatility because they have the immediate needed interior, and I think that they would be a team that's okay with Slater developing into a starting offense tackle whenever Trent Williams decides to hang it up, or if McGlinchey continues to struggle. So I'm going to say Rashawn Slater here for the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a great pick. Cornerback would be nice, but
I'm not picking Horn this early. I'm not doing it.
So that brings us to the Chargers at 13. Normally, that's a little tricky. Last time, I think that was the first one where I think the second one where we didn't get it right.
Who did they pick?
But who do you think they picked this one? I can't remember who they took, but I feel like they're going to go and take Cosme.
Right. Offensive tackle is the heavy need, and Cosme's the highest guy on our predictive board. So I feel like Cosme would be the correct guess. So
I can tell you who it won't be. It definitely won't be Kyle Trask. Sorry, Zach.
They do not need a QB. Gators fans are out of control in the chat right now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, but Trevor Joseph said Elijah Vera Tucker. Ooh. I mean, I think that's a great pick. That might even be a better pick, but he's just not as high on the. He's 22.
A reminder to everyone. So we are picking the evens with the Dolphins and the Jets in there. And then we predict the odd pick. So in this case, we're giving the Slater to the Niners, and we're predicting the Chargers selection, hence man versus machine. So I think we're both set on Slater at 12 and then Cosme going 13 to the Chargers. You agree with that?
Wait, but what if we drafted Elijah Vera Tucker at 12 and then Rashawn Slater went to the Chargers? Because this might objectively be better picks for both teams, and it would give us a more secure guess to keep our perfect record alive. See what I'm doing here?
Wow.
See what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
I'm padding my own stats, folks.
Oh, my gosh. This is a complete insanity. No one predicted this happening.
Okay, let's go Elijah Vera Tucker, 12 to the 49ers, and then let's say Rashawn Slater is going to the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about that? We should use that strategy more often.
I know.
Hey, we're going up against.
Watch Slater not be the pick now.
All right, AVT at 12.
Yep.
Got a little initials. You know they're good when you can give them an initial nickname like that. Oh,
let's go. What do we?
And no trade.
What are we? 5 for 5? What are we now?
Let's give a quick recap.
Okay.
So we got Lawrence.
Yep.
We got Chase, Waddle, Farley, Smith, and Slater.
Okay.
So nice.
I wasn't counting.
Neither was I. I had to go back. We specialize in football, not mathematics, but that was an easy 6. So we're 6 for 6.
Nice.
Going strong.
Perfect.
With the Vikings 14.
Now, Vikings fans are devastated because Elijah Vera Tucker is not on the board. Man, there's just not a great interior defensive lineman that's here.
Anyone in the chat have any ideas for what the Vikings should do here? I think ideally this would be a perfect time for a trade down. Just because they could use it. And like, if you want to go interior offensive lineman, interior defensive lineman, you can move down. But I don't know what you're thinking here because you're in charge, man.
I'm thinking I've got 3 prospects in my mind right now. Kwity Paye, Jalen Phillips, or Rashad Bateman. These are the 3 that I'm debating here. Obviously, they have Danielle Hunter, who they really like, but he needs an edge rushing partner on the other side. Kwity Paye could be fantastic for them in that regard. I just watched Jalen Phillips' film, man, and he's just the talent level is nuts. He is so good. If he fully develops into everything that he could be, him on one side and Danielle Hunter on the other, that's almost just unfair to think of.
Paye seems like actually a really good pick for them now that
it is. No, it is. It is. I think that Paye is a strong pick. Let's go with Kwity Paye. We'll go Kwity Paye at 14. And then Patriots are up at 15. I'll say,
that is a tough one. This is we could be in for.
Let's go, Mac. Let's go, Mac Jones. What do you think? What do you think?
Oh my gosh. I don't think they go Mac.
No? What do you think? Chat, we need your help.
It's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, man, I don't think they go quarterback.
You don't think they go quarterback, or you don't think the machine goes quarterback right here?
I don't think the machine goes quarterback. I don't think it's Jones. I think, you know what? I think they would love. I think they go Parsons.
Okay, I'm gonna guess Mac Jones. You guess Micah Parsons. We're picking. All right, we're picking Kwity Paye for the Minnesota Vikings, but then I'm guessing Mac, and Zach is guessing Parsons.
Right.
Somebody's not going to be perfect after this one.
Could be both of us.
Could be both of us.
Minnesota.
Come on.
Trade.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Whoa! Dang it!
Come on! Who's going to throw him the ball?
I was thinking Bateman, like, oh, they need a receiver. That makes sense. That's actually in real life.
Who's throwing him the ball, machine? Come on.
I was going to say Bateman, but I'm like, no, he's too far down.
No, you weren't. Hindsight mocking. Get out of here. Okay. Now the Arizona Cardinals cannot shock us because we're controlling the Arizona Cardinals. Or it makes sense.
There's a
Will said I have homework to do, but I can't bring myself to leave. Yeah, with entertainment like this, absolutely not.
Dragonfire says they'll take J.C. Horn. That's been a commonly mocked pick for them. It's not terrible.
You know what? I did a 7-round Cardinals mock today, which you know very well because you were producing it. And I had Jalen Phillips going to the Cardinals. I had them trading back, which I like better, but then I had them drafting Jalen Phillips. It's like, yeah, they just signed J.J. Watt, but think about it. Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, Jalen Phillips. They would immediately go from one of the worst pass rush lines in the NFL to potentially one of the best, at least one with 3 really good options to have to throw out there. I'm going to go with Jalen Phillips. I'm going to do it. We're going Jalen Phillips here. So that means we're guessing for the
Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Easy.
I think this one's Parsons.
Has to be.
Yeah, I think this one's Parsons here. Let's see it.
Phillips, who's at 24, yep. Arizona. It's got to be. It has to be Parsons. I mean, a few months ago, this would be unheard of for him to fall this far, but there he goes.
Yeah, all right. All right, we only got one blemish. We only got one. That's the Rashad Bateman pick.
Right. So you talk about the Dolphins a little bit. I'll give another scroll down that everyone missed so far.
Miami Dolphins, we had them taking Penei Sewell at number 3. We've done a lot of mock drafts where we have Miami trading back because it would obviously be advantageous for them to do that, either for a Deshaun trade now or for a Deshaun trade later. And really, they could shoot, even if they're not getting Deshaun right now. Trading back makes a lot of sense because they get a lot of capital from it. They have a lot of roster flexibility to be able to take best player available while also getting draft capital later. So it's overall advantageous for them to not pick at 3, no matter how it comes about. Mm-hmm. But we did have them do that. just because we wanted to be a little bit different tonight.
Right.
Penei Sewell at 3. Rashad Bateman's not even here. Parsons isn't even here. Harris? We going Najee Harris?
No, veto. Big time veto for me and as a Dolphins fan. This is something that Kyle Krabs and I talked about the other day. It's like the doomsday scenario. You stick at 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which again, isn't terrible. It's just like the value. Like if you Sewell, great. It's like not a huge need, but he might be the best player available, so you take him. But then what do you do at 18? And even if, say, you take a wide receiver at 3, it still doesn't help you with 18. So I think right now not having Parsons there and even Bateman, if you go Sewell at 3, it's not a good scenario for what could happen.
Who would you rather have between Zaven Collins or Owusu-Koramoah?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. I'll be quick with this. But Zaven Collins is the Brian Flores clone. He is the type. He is perfect. Brian Flores loves him. I would rather Owusu-Koramoah because the Dolphins, people sleep on the Dolphins edge rushers and all the guys that they've had, Lawson played well. Ogba played fantastic. Andrew Van Ginkel is more of an outside linebacker, but even him's going around. I know they're going to get rid of Kyle Van Noy, allegedly. But Owusu-Koramoah helps in what people kind of sleep on with the Dolphins' safeties aren't doing so hot right now. Adding a guy like Jock there, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who can cover tight ends.
You didn't make up that one. I know that one's. You didn't make that one up.
Yeah, I can't take credit for a guy's initial. So
that's what you did with PS2. What do you mean?
I did. Well, I mean, I've never.
I'm just kidding. PS2. I'm just messing with you. So you would rather have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah because he gives you that safety impact as well as playing up the line of scrimmage.
But it's closer now because of reportedly moving on from Van Noy.
No, I think they did. I think that was finalized, wasn't it?
I don't think it's finalized. I think it's like, okay, it's going to happen. They're trying to find a trade partner.
Oh, they're trying. Right. People said that they were going to release him, and then they said not because they're going to trade him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Will Levinson says Zaven at 18. He's vehemently banging the table.
Oh wow, Richie Grant round 2. I'm all the way out, which means I have to take Will's entire statement and just throw it out the door. We're going with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make the pick.
All right. Well, no, because then Washington at 19, and I think we can also pin
Mac Jones. Yeah.
So Owusu-Koramoah.
Send it in.
Dan Marino, that clip of him. We need that as a video here on this show. So Owusu-Koramoah at 8.
And then we're guessing Mac.
That's got to be Mac. They could go tackle very easily, but we go with Mac. And
no. All right, so we're still only one down here. Chicago Bears. Okay. This would have been a rough one to try to predict because there's a lot of different options. Mm-hmm. I'll go Darrisaw though. I'm going to go Darrisaw with no good wide receivers on the board for them to pick, no quarterback option. I like Darrisaw. He had a fantastic year for Virginia Tech at left tackle. Mm-hmm. They need upgraded tackle. It's this one's an easy one for me.
Why Darrisaw over Cosme?
No, I just think that Cosme still has a little bit to go, and I think Darrisaw just proved a lot more with consistency and just overall understanding of the position. Cosme's great because he's got the big frame and everybody likes him, but I think he's a little lighter than he didn't anchor as well as some of these other guys. Like I think that Darrisaw could really, really anchor as well. So I just think that Darrisaw is closer to the finished product, even though I do like Cosme. I was pretty big on Cosme going into the season. I don't know, pretty big, but I liked Cosme going into the season because I thought he moved really well for a guy that's his size, but Darrisaw just showed a better understanding of the position, was more consistent, was more reliable as the left tackle. That's what you need in Chicago. You need reliable offensive linemen. You don't need the guys that you got to bet on a lot. So that's why I would go Darrisaw over over Cosme for Chicago.
So you go Darrisaw for Chicago, which leaves the Colts at 21 to predict. And I know where I'm going with this. I think it's pretty easy again. So the machine kind of giving us some layups tonight. Some easy picks.
Is this a layup? You think it's like Cosme? For sure.
Who would you think? You think it could be Horn?
Well, I think that Horn might be in the conversation for him. I'll say Cosme though. I'll agree with you. I think that Cosme, because we have him so high on our predictive board, I'll say it's going to be Cosme.
Right. I agree with you in that. Horn conversation, real life, sure, but this isn't real life. This is the TDN.
What do you mean this isn't real life? This is life or death, Zach.
Damn, the Martians at the death beam pointed at us right now. So Darisaw at 20, and we're saying Cosme to 21.
Yep.
Couple of
I'm not super confident in it. I'm not super confident in it. I'm not.
Oh! All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Jeez. How many?
I talked you out of that one.
How many did we miss? How many did we miss last week? We got to keep score because we got to try to like break our record, you know?
We didn't, I think after like 12 or 13 or 12 or 11 last time, we got all of them wrong. So that's a huge improvement. Now we've really set the bar because we've only got 2
No,
wrong.
I think that this will be our best week, I say, knock on wood, because we got a long way to go here. Tennessee Titans. Could definitely go edge. Having Azeez Ojulari on one side and Harold Landry on the other would be fun. That'd be a very fast duo. Interior defensive lineman, I just don't know if a guy is worth it there. I'd really think about Rashad Bateman, but am I drafting Kadarius Toney this early? Am I drafting Terrace Marshall this early? No, I think it's got to be a pass rusher. Let's go back to let's go over to the edge rush position. Let me see all those guys. I think it has to be Ojulari.
Yeah, I think it does too. So with that said,
I wish I had him.
At least the Jets at 23, and we get a bye on this one because we had the Jets at 2, so we actually own the Jets pick as well. So I can make this selection.
Okay.
And give it a
okay. All right. Let's do Ojulari there.
So there you go. Remember, we have the evens for any new people watching. We have the evens, and we're predicting the odds. But because we have the Jets at 2, it allows us to pick at 23, give us a nice break. Our gears are turning. You see the smoke coming up, trying to own this mock draft machine, which we have done so far. Knock on wood again. It's definitely listening into me right now. The machine's about to throw us a curveball at 25. But for now, we're at 23 with the Jets. Who do they pick?
I think edge rusher is probably their biggest like bang for your buck. Oh no, Cosme's still there. Oh no, Tevin Jenkins is there. Yeah, we're gonna go Tevin Jenkins. You play Tevin Jenkins on the right tackle spot where he was most familiar this past season. And then you got Mekhi Becton on the other. I think that's the spot that makes sense the most to me. Even though offensive tackle is, I mean, you can look at it and say like, oh, they spent this money last offseason. It's really not an immediate need for them. I don't really have faith in. Let me make sure here. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anybody.
And would you like me to look at any position, or while you do that, actually, let's give a quick recap of everything for the new people that tuned in. One was a shocker. Lawrence to Jacksonville. You didn't see that coming. And there's your top 10. I'll give you guys a nice zoom in. That's everything that happened. So we are, it might be a little tough to see, but we are the yellow ones. So we are 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and so forth. So that's everything that's happened so far. We did not correctly predict Bateman at 15 to the Patriots, and we did not get Horn at 21, but everything else we've correctly predicted.
Whoa. Yo, if they cut George Fant, who was not good last season, they can save $7 million, and next year they save $9 million. Yeah, we're drafting Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins full send for the New York Jets.
So Tevin Jenkins, which now we own Pittsburgh too. If you're in the chat, let us know, because Pittsburgh's a tough one. We could use some input on this.
Right off the bat, I'm going Cosme. I think this board actually fell nicely for the Steelers. Cosme is here. Najee Harris is still there if they wanted to go running back at 24. Corner didn't fall well for them, but that's fine given the other options. So somebody just said, like, somebody take Kadarius, please. Oh, that's Will. We're not allowed to listen to Will because he said Richie Grant round 2. I'm not doing this.
What's wrong with Richie Grant?
No,
I know the answer.
I think that, like, Richie Grant's fine, but there are just like other safeties that I would take ahead of him in a not super deep safety class. So we're not even having the Richie Grant conversation if Trayvon Merry's still on the board. I'm going Cosme. Cosme clearly, I think, makes the most sense here. They're going to have the left tackle need. Cosme can get in there right away, and it gives them an option. They also have a center need now with Pouncey retiring. But, yeah, we're going Cosme here. So the Jaguars then would be up at 25.
That's tough. That is a tough one. I don't have much confidence in getting this one right
because one is very tough.
Yeah. Do they reach safety like Trayvon Merrick. That seems to be a commonly mocked pick. I don't know if I'd agree with it this early.
Scroll down a little bit for me.
Could they go receiver? I wouldn't say receivers is one of their top priorities, but you can always get a receiver, especially after taking Lawrence. So these are the guys. And this is Merrick at 37.
I'm gonna guess Newsome.
You think they take Greg Newsome?
Yeah, I'm going on a limb. I'm saying Greg Newsome. You better not copy me.
I will not copy you. Good. I think that they are going to take Liam Eichenberg. No, wait, Jalen Mayfield's there. I think they'll go Mayfield. I think they're going to go offensive tackle.
Okay. All right.
So you're going to cost me the Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Come on.
Take Mayfield. They can go off the walls here. Declining the trade offer. They go Mayfield very much.
So now we're even, right? Because I got one right that you got wrong.
Which one? Oh no, you didn't get any. We both got Bateman wrong.
No. Scroll down.
Did we? Are you sure about this?
Yeah, I think I'm one up on you.
We both got Jones, Parsons, Bateman. We both got Slater, Devontae. Yeah, we got them all. We can check the tape afterwards, but
I swear I was one up on you.
I feel like you know what it was? I think you were considering Horn, and I might have talked you out of it. So you might have thought in your head that one should have been mine, but it wasn't.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Hey, there's still a lot of time to come back on this.
Well, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like you're inferior. I host this show, Zach. All right, Cleveland Browns up at 26. They obviously have Myles Garrett on one side. They'd love to upgrade their edge rusher on the other. Could use a corner. This could honestly be a Greg Newsome spot. Although I don't know how much they would want Greg Newsome because I like them in short zone a little bit better. J.C. Horn was here. I think that would make sense for them because I got Denzel Ward on one side. Interior defensive line, still think it's too early for interior defensive line. Wide receiver, it could get spicy, but they've got Donovan Peoples-Jones, they've got Jarvis Landry, they've got Odell Beckham. I'm not going wide receiver at this spot. I guess Gregory Rousseau probably makes the most sense, huh? But on the upside, well, let me see who's still there.
Yeah, what are you looking for here?
Edge. Let's go edge. Yeah, that position.
Interesting prospects. I don't know. Maybe Osai would be considered here, but I think if they're going to go edge, it makes sense from a lot of standpoints. Can you imagine that? Rousseau and Garrett together?
Yeah. Whew. All right, we'll go with that. We'll go Rousseau here.
That brings us.
Who are the Ravens going to draft? Terrace Marshall?
Yeah. Well,
I think I'll guess. I'm going to guess Terrace Marshall. That's going to be my guess. This is a tough one.
Yeah, there are some people in the chat talking about Jason Owe, Ronnie Perkins. I think that was for Cleveland though. But,
right.
There's a lot. There's Tony Love for Baltimore.
Hold on. Well, it could be edge rusher for them too.
Yeah,
because edges. We have edge high on the Ravens' needs.
Jason Owe is the next edge. I think
they're not going to do that.
Listen, I hate to ride your coattails on this.
Okay, all right, all right. You're protecting yourself. You're guessing scared. It's fine. You don't want me to pass you up. You're protecting the league. You're playing smart. I can't hate you for it. All right, so let's go. Greg Rousseau at 26 and see who Baltimore picks at 27.
Mm-hmm. So there it is, Rousseau, and Baltimore declining the trade.
Merrick.
And Terrace Marshall Jr.
There it is.
And 28.
Told y'all.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Nice little.
I actually think we're doing much better this week at guessing who the machine's going to pick.
I think we're on that same wavelength. Like we know what's up. This machine had our number last time, but we came back seething for revenge, and I think it's scared. The machine is scared.
You've only missed two, right? Bateman and Horn?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
which honestly, those are probably better picks than whatever we predicted.
I picked Mac Jones for New England, and I picked I thought it was going to go Samuel Cosmi at 21 for the Colts. 28.
Yeah, Cause me.
New Orleans Saints. I think linebacker's a big need for him.
Yeah.
Wide receiver is too. I mean, like the Kadarius Toney pick is just so much fun when I picture him with the Saints.
Lots of Kadarius love tonight.
Will is just screaming about Kadarius Toney.
It's not a bad pick. It's that's a flex on him. You know, like if you really think about what other receivers they have there, Toney would be just open up that offense.
I'm going Toney or Zaven Collins. These are my two. Because I think the linebacker room in New Orleans might look a lot different after free agency. Mm-hmm. Who does Trevor Joseph say? What did he say? Married to the Saints.
It's interesting. I haven't seen that much because
I haven't either.
You know, you think about what Marcus Williams is a free agent. I don't know what they plan on doing with him.
It's true.
That's a good one. I haven't thought about that.
I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I'm not gonna pick it here, but I'm gonna think about that and see what they do in free agency. Let's go, Toney. Let's go, Kadarius Toney. Let's give the people what they want. And then for Green Bay, oof, ooh, yikes, Zaven.
I think they were about to take. They had Kadarius on call, and then Sean Payton comes swooping in and taking him.
Not the first time he's done that.
Nope. Kadarius to 28. That's a tough one.
Green Bay,
really, really tough one. I could see them taking.
I think I'm leaning Collins.
You think they take Collins?
I mean, Eichenberg's an option.
Eichenberg. What about Barmore? Think they can take Barmore?
I mean, could be an option. Yeah, all these are on the table for Green Bay, which is what makes it a dangerous pick to try to predict.
That's a tough one. Chat, we need your guys' help. Who are the Green Bay Packers taking here? Blitz Hydronoid 54, I guess.
What a name.
Hydronoid 53 were taken, so he settled with 54. He must be talking about Zach Thomas. Says Zaven Collins. Not bad.
I think I'm gonna bet. Oh,
that's a tough one. I don't know either.
All right, I'm gonna do Barmore. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna switch. Okay. I'm gonna switch it up. Guessing Barmore.
Because I mentioned it, right? Because I
that was it. Yeah, that was it. Who are you guessing? You have to guess.
I don't know. I can play the safe route here and just
I know, which you have up to this point in the show.
I'm not going to do that. We already took Toney for them. What's the next receiver? It's not going to happen. Oh, man, I'm not feeling good about this, but I think they might go and I think they take Eichenberg.
Okay.
I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'd agree with it. But we'll see.
So, Toney, you pick Toney for the Saints, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I feel like the chat is officially taking Zaven Collins. So I'm taking Barmore, you're taking Eichenberg, and the chat is taking Zaven Collins.
Right. I'm split on Barmore and Eichenberg, but because you said Barmore, I think let's spice it up. We'll go Eichenberg.
Okay.
Toney at 28. Can't guard Mike can't guard Toney. And at 29. Eichenberg.
Come on.
I'll be here all week, folks.
It is your night, my friend.
Woo.
You've only missed 2.
How about that? I own this
2. I'm glad we got you for this format here. Joe Marino would tell me that Baron Browning is the best pick at linebacker here for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. He is. A lot of people are talking about him right now.
Maybe we could give a shout out Joe Marino and say Baron Browning could go here at number 30. Baron Browning is fun, man. We watched his tape this past weekend when we were down in Miami. We were all sitting together watching his tape, and he is fast. He's a former safety. He's filling out that frame. He's understanding linebacker roles better now. He's quick to process and coverage. He's a lot of fun. I really liked his film study. So let's do it. Let's give a little shout out to Joe Marino and let's pick Baron Browning here at number 30. That leaves us with one more guess here. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't catch you because I missed 4 in this show and you have only missed 2. So even if I get it right and you get it wrong, you're going to beat me. So who do we think? Chiefs.
That's a tough one. Scrolling down a bit. There's Browning at 45.
Yep.
All right. So there's that. And all these guys available. And remember, when we get it all done, we'll take a look at what the mock we've created with the machine tonight. You give some quick thoughts on that. But we still got 2 picks.
Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up.
Let's see what we got here. Obviously not going to go running back.
Oh, would they pick Barmore?
That's not a bad pick. I don't know if they would do that for the machine.
I'm going to guess Zayvon Collins, actually. I'll guess linebacker. Because I know they have a big linebacker need. So with Collins still on the board, I'm going to go with Collins.
I agree with you on linebacker, but I think they take Bolton. Simply just looking at the
machine. The machine's got it higher. No, I'll be different. Why not? We'll go different linebackers here. We'll just be a little bit different. You're probably right. You're probably right that it's gonna take
the linebackers. So the Bills, shout out Joe Marino,
yep.
Darren Browning at 30. Trade offer rejected, and it's Bolton.
You're right.
Hot. And hey, we get to see who the
wait. Who did we pick for the Bucs?
Yeah, why didn't the Bucs?
Wait, go all the way down. Who did pick? Who did draft for the Bucs?
Oh yeah, the machine was like, the machine was not going to let you take this pick.
What the hell? That's the one I was looking forward to. Who do they have him taking? Jason Owa? Okay, I mean,
who would you have taken? Because we own that pick. I would have
taken Najee Harris. Najee was still 32.
Why did it do that? Oh, well. All right, so we'll pencil it in then. Najee at 32. Yep. Why Najee at 32?
Look, I don't know if Leonard Fournette's going to be back. I think he's going to be able to get more money elsewhere. The Bucs are going to have their hands tied, trying to sign some other guys in there. LaShawn McCoy clearly is just not the back that he once was, so he's probably going to be out of there as well. They can't really survive on just Ronald Jones. I think Ronald Jones proved that. Keyshawn Vaughn, they still have hope for, but drafting a guy like Najee Harris all of a sudden gives you a really nice running back room for what is going to be a title run next year and potentially even the year after that if Brady still comes back and plays really well. So that's why I'm going to get a guy who can make an impact right away. I know that running backs in the first round aren't always a great investment, but you're trying to get players that can impact your team over the next 2 years. That's what you're trying to do. So you got to get rookies that can come in and start right away. And so I think that's why Najee in a first-round running back makes sense for Tampa. All right.
Yeah, and you could have a rookie deal for the next 5 years.
Sure.
So here's the first 5 picks. Thoughts, quick takeaways while we run
the big surprise, we didn't move from the Dolphins, but we did that on purpose. Normally, they're probably going to move down. So we had Miami at number 3, take a Penei Sewell, Atlanta Falcons. They went the future pick. They went with Justin Fields because he was still on the board. Chances are Fields is probably not going to make it to number 4, but in this scenario, we did. So we had Atlanta jumping on that.
Okay, nice. And then 6 through 10.
Philadelphia Eagles taking Kyle Pitts. That was the big headliner there. All the rest of it's pretty chalk. Carolina taking a quarterback. Detroit getting Jalen Waddle. 2 corners going 9 to 10. I mean, but Pitts was, I think, the highlight there, which I think makes a lot of sense. And Philadelphia Eagles fans should be very, very excited if they can get Kyle Pitts.
Definitely. Moved down to 11 for 15. The first one we predicted wrong.
We got the Giants one right with Devontae Smith, even though it was a close call. Because the computer could have gone a couple of different ways. We kind of manipulated the mock machine in our favor when we went Elijah Vera Tucker and then Rashawn Slater went 13. Rashad Bateman's the one that we missed. We did not predict the New England Patriots going wide receiver, but wide receivers, a huge need for him. So it makes sense. It wasn't that crazy. It was just the first time that Zach and I took a swing and a miss on the gas.
Mm-hmm. Back down.
This one was all sorts of nice. Cardinals going Jalen Phillips to give them a really nice defensive line with J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. Miami Dolphins going to Wusu Koromoa, playing that safety linebacker role for him. Mac Jones finally going at 19. And so that was probably those are the highlights there in that group.
Nothing crazy.
J.C. Horn, that was the second pick that we missed there from the Indianapolis Colts. I said before the pick that it could be J.C. Horn, but ultimately I was a coward. I went with Samuel Cosme, and so I can't even take credit for that. Had some pass rush fun with Aziz Ojulari going to the Tennessee Titans. Tevin Jenkins playing right tackle. Mekhi Becton at left tackle to shore that up. And then Cosme finally went to 24.
And then
Eichenberg. The Eichenberg one killed me. I thought I had you with that one, but you got the Eichenberg pick one right. That's when you really pulled away and asserted your dominance of guessing the mock draft machine. And then Baron Browning, shout out Joe Marino. We gave the Buffalo Bills Baron Browning at number 30. And then the chat cheated me out of Buccaneers pick, which I'm changing from Jason Owa into Najee Harris. That's what I'm doing. Doing that, and I'm sticking to it.
We'll just highlight that to erase, and there you go.
I appreciate everybody in the chat being so involved tonight with the picks. You guys make this this man versus machine format a lot of fun, and so we'll keep doing it if you guys keep enjoying it. But it seems like a lot of you guys are watching and getting involved in the chat more and more, which makes this a lot of fun for us. So thank you.
Yeah, that was a blast. Well. Listen, I got 2 picks wrong.
You're the champ.
You got 4.
You're the champ right now. You're the champ. You got 2 picks wrong. I got like 5, and so I think we probably collectively got 4 or 5 wrong last week. So this is the high score. You set the bar. You set the bar here with the high score. So next time we do this, we're basically shooting for perfection.
Yeah, the mock draft that we get perfect together, perfect.
Yes,
it's gonna be. Get the champagne. It's a party. That's it. Taking a week-long vacation. It's over.
We have up until the end of April to make this happen, and I think we're going to have a handful more opportunities to be able to do that. So,
hey, I like this suggestion by Blitz Hydronoid 54 again.
So we're gonna have to do a man versus Zach. I don't exactly know. That would probably just be me and Zach going back-to-back picks, but that could definitely be in the cards as well. We're gonna run a lot of mock drafts between now and the end of April. Appreciate everybody watching, getting in on the chat. We will be back for another live mock draft show this Thursday night. Don't miss it. We'll see you guys then.